We're going to be jumping into our next set, which I spoiled a little bit earlier, but hey, you know, I was just getting ahead of myself because I'm excited to see some more Wi-Fi DDD. I don't know about you. I'm a big Atomisk fan, man. So, you know, Castelia, number 4 in upstate New York. As far as I know, Davidio going to be taking them on. I believe previously Davidio had taken out Tubik and STR Gem. So going into this one, we're going to get a DDD versus Bayonetta matchup. I mean, how many times are you going to see this, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a dime. I don't know. It's not a dime a dozen, but it also ain't like the rarest thing. It's interesting. It's very interesting. But I am with you though. I think a matchup like this is very rare in a lot of ways. Obviously, not just because like how often we get to see it, but also with like how often we get to see a matchup kind of like this played out. You know, King DDD, very large and in charge character, a lot of body to toss around. Okay, it's big boy season all year with DDD. However, you cannot swing willy-nilly, and I think most DDDs at this professional level, you know, play certainly knows that. But you have to know it like even more with Bayonetta, that you're just not going to be able to swing as much as you like.
Oh, definitely not. This is really a dire matchup for DDD in most accounts. Ooh. Because not only are you going to get comboed easier, you're going to be hit by, you know, bullet arts more often, but it's, you know, Bayo can also hit those Gordos right back at DDD almost every single time without fail. And that's, you know, one of DDD's bread and butter starters. So, or at least, you know, keep away moves as well. I mean, it's the high utility of Gordo is there and evident, but, you know, Bayo has the tools to deal with it.
It actually does. And now on paper, we probably think Bayo doesn't really have the ability to trade with DDD, and she really doesn't. It's all a matter of her getting there before DDD can. So just a moment before, you know, we've seen Castelia try to go for it.
Oh,
love that.
Okay, saucy.
Okay.
I like that. That was hot. That was hot. And that's what I want to see more of Castelia, because we were seeing that in the set, like just some crazy mix, and maybe it's a lot more doable on Captain Falcon than it is on Bayo, but you still got to be careful crossing up on this big Pang here.
Yeah, you most definitely do. You cannot jump around on DDD for free. But good lord, okay, finds the up air off the mark with the witch time. That's all right though. The great thing about DDD is that as big as I am, I have no intention of falling anytime soon. 165%. I mean, Bayo has to find a conversion to kill DDD. DDD can live forever.
Yeah, and almost at 200% here. But at this point, the video, I wouldn't say is super hard pressed to even get the kill. It's gonna come to them, right? They don't need the fishing rod. I mean, maybe that forward smash just kind of just a little bit of a dash check there, but otherwise, really just let this kill kind of come to you. 205% for Castelia. Maybe those Gordos can kind of work them back into this stock, but at this point, the video might be able to kill even off of a forward throw at the ledge. Almost anything will continue to rack up damage. Let that kill come to you, man.
Yeah, really, because, you know, you get a little too antsy with King. This maybe might be enough to do it. And
no, really? Yeah, it wasn't close enough.
Yeah, able to outfloat the bullet climax as well, but the backer is going to get it done. And that match actually could have, or that exchange, excuse me, could have actually went very just wrong for the video had they approached that one incorrectly, because DDD, that much rage, that much power.
It's true.
Bayonetta's in trouble.
Yeah. Castelia does have to be careful, though, with whiffing a lot of these down smashes and up smashes. I know they want to kind of get these big hits to get themselves back into the game, but that's exactly what your opponent's looking for, right? Gonna whiff punish that almost every single time. That said, though, they are doing a good job of getting the video up to kill percent. One up smash will likely do it. Even a back air towards the stage could do it. A dash attack certainly will, covering that landing. And now things are pretty evened up.
Yes, there are opportunities to punish Bayonetta, man. I mean, it might not seem like it, you know, just at first glance because of just how quick she is and just, you know, the buttons and everything. I get it. But man, like, that dash attack is problem for Bayonetta. The more stuff she does in Air Dakota, you already know there's a lot of landing lag. That is just dash attack city for King DDD.
Oh, yeah. But then you have the inhale, which isn't close enough to take on that witch time there. You might as well just go for a dash attack potentially. Otherwise, things are looking a lot closer. Castelia gets another inhale, but immediately kicking right out of it is the video, who then immediately challenges that Gordo, a really solid call out. And now Castelia has to worry about using Gordo again because they might trade again and get hit. Oh, you're only gonna be able to survive so many of these.
Oh, getting nothing off the grab there. Gordo, of course, doing the video, no favors at all. Nothing off the bullet climax, but the immediate threat of it forcing Castelia back into the corner. Has to try to figure out a way to move around back here. That is Bayo's prime kill option at this point. Uh-oh.
Oh, and I know Castellio is likely looking for a back air there, but the platform is in the way. And then goes for, I don't know what that forward smash was. I don't even know if they knew what that forward smash was. Maybe looking for the roll read, potentially. It would have killed. And now things are dire straits. Both characters more than away at the kill percent, but that down throw is going to kill. Can you count how many times that DD was slapped? Because I
That
can't.
was quite a few. I don't know if there's a slap counter. Production.
We need a slap counter. We need it.
Wow. I mean, we
69? That's a good count. That's a good count. Thank you.
I mean, we know fighting game matchups, but I think when it comes to Smash, the fighting game matchups change ever so slightly because of how Rage is played into effect, and of course, just just the sheer nature of how these characters have to be KO'd. Yes, big character versus quick character. Get in, get a lot of fast hits. Watch how they swing. Okay, wait for the quick character to swing and punish accordingly. But the way that one wrapped up was very interesting because I felt like both sides were equally as much in trouble. I felt like the video was just playing so patient, waiting for like the swing, which time that it came out, was able to really dig deep and get close enough. Because mind you, Bayonetta doesn't have the longest grab in the world. Let's start there. I mean, she grabs pretty close to herself. And the fact that we were still able to find a grab despite the hammer and the Gordo, I think really says a lot.
Let's see what this game 2 says for both of these players. We head back over to PS2. And things are, again, even. Again, that nice little B-reverse inhale for Castellia. 2 for 2 on those, and you throw them out once the game, and I mean, you're not looking for that. It's a nice little way to establish stage control yet again. Things are so close, but that Gordo has been ricocheted back over towards ZD almost every single time. That back air going to be sending the video off stage for the time being.
And as unfortunate as it is, you just cannot swing for free. Really, both sides can't. I mean, you have to watch how you swing your Gordo and really just your hammer in general, which unfortunately is pretty much everything that makes King DDD King DDD. But, the same can certainly be said for Bale. If you miss swing right there on the F smash, as big as that fist is, this hammer hits even harder. Great stuff right here from Castella in game number 2.
Oh, I think they went for a bat within there, which time just over the head of DDD, ends up getting grabbed as a result. Want to see a bit more of those grabs coming off Castellia, because we have the Bayonetta right in your face. Why not respond with that? And there's the grab again, waiting for that attempted bait, and does not fall for it, does not fall into the trap. The Gordo almost hitting the video, trying to get back in. Castellia, now this is where you love to have a little bit of that extra fat on you, right? You're staying alive, you got the blubber a little bit, and it's going to be hard for your opponent to now whittle that down.
Oh, yeah. And when you think about it, man, Bayonetta, again, does not land with ease like how it might come off. Oh, my God. And wow, the landing right there of King DD is going to be enough to shut it down with the video. This match is just starting to, unfortunately, steamroll, snowball out of control.
Yeah, when you're getting hit by multiple inhales in a row, you know that you've mentally boomed your opponent, or you've been mentally boomed by your opponent a little bit there. The video's starting to roll a bit more, starting to throw these afterburner kicks, these heel slides onto the shield a little bit more, getting a little bit sloppy there, but of course that happens when you're trying to work back at such a large deficit here. The video could just kind of slow things down and reset a little bit. That's how they'll get back into this game.
Oh my God, it's going to be a lot harder to bring this
Let's
thing
go, Justin.
Nair parry. Okay, back into the ledge there. Made sure to recover and snap there that time. Again, the threat of down tilt or dash attack when Bale is not at that ledge properly. I'm sure it's certainly in the back of the video's head. Great spot, dog. Get off me.
Get a little spaghetti there in the corner. Now a full stock lead here for Castellia, as they're now trying to bait in again another one of these witch times. Exactly what they want for Davidia to commit to one of those options so you can easily land a grab, get him off stage, and with a Gordo, something to that effect. Going for a down air on the platform. It doesn't even come out on time. It's so slow. And that Gordo is not reacted to, but will be able to nair that second one away. Davidio now, air dodges, buffers that a little bit, but is able to get back in.
That's right. Very smart right there. Great situational awareness to understand that Gordo at the ledge, I won't be able to do anything around that. Unfortunately, have to wait for it to disappear at this position. Back here into the corner. No, sir. Not able to find an opening there. Off the mark with the dash attack. DDD, of course, not the quickest character in the world to punish it, but does show a little bit more patience. Finds the opening and closes it out. Great stuff right there from Castellia.
That was a quick one right there. One of the fastest, if not the fastest games in the series so far. The down tilt will confirm. And it's I mean, honestly, a DDD that's kind of mentally booming you there and controlling the pace of the game. That's a scary thought, especially on Wi-Fi. That is very scary to deal with.
Yes, it's not pleasant. I will certainly agree with you. Um, Castelia, of course, just meant business right there in that game.
Mhm.
Davidia, again, not to take away anything from them, obviously a phenomenal player, but
Absolutely.
Bayonetta just does not have the weight factor to trade with DDD. So, you got to make sure that every hit counts. You got
Mhm.
to make sure when you have DDD in some of those moments off stage that you wait for him to swing Gordo first and then you go off for the Nair. That way, you can try to Nair Gordo back to him like what we seen earlier with the soccer ball with We Fit. But we'll see how well both sides adapt to each other here in this next match. Both sides have been keeping it pretty entertaining here for the most part.
Oh, I mean, these games so far have been hype. I don't, y'all can't see my camera during the game, but I'm like popping out of my seat on these exchanges, man. Like some of this stuff is crazy. I'm interested to see if the video might change characters. Uh, I might be wrong, but I believe they play a little bit of Donkey Kong as well,
Hmm.
aside from the Bayo. So we'll see if maybe there's a change there. No, we're gonna get the Bayo, but we're gonna go over to Town and City this time. I mean, considering things are still tied up 1-1. I don't think a character change is necessary at this point, but if you have that option, it's certainly nice to go to if you need it.
There you go. We will see both sides. If it ain't broke, don't fix it type of mentality here.
Yep.
I think that this game, no matter how the matchup spread goes, I mean, we know that Bayo can certainly, do away with DDD with some relative ease on paper. However, this is just going to be a game of patience. He gets the quarter circle afterburner kick just to get out of harm's way, just to get whacked once more with the hammer. Love that up smash. Great anti-air option. Speaking of anti-air options, there's the Nair.
Cars.
Well,
Oh, I know, Oh, that up till, oh, again, nice job avoiding that witch time potential and not just immediately gonna land into a kill confirm there. So, I mean, I think Castelia has just been on point almost every single time. As I say that, they finally do get hit by the witch time off that down tilt, but overall, Castelia's been a really good job of knowing when that witch time is gonna come out, when an air dodge might come out, and then responding in form.
That's right. Again, patience is a virtue here. I mean, it definitely goes a long way with both of these two players, and obviously with both of their characters as well, just due to how they're designed. But again, you got to have some patience as you get up off that ledge as well. DD is always looking for that immediate dash attack or down tilt. DDD, I'm telling you, he's the neutral checker. You
Yes.
might think your neutral's nice, but go up against a nice DDD and then come talk to me.
Definitely a fundy check. Oh no, I don't think the video is anticipating that. And oh wait, that's a wild forward smash to go for right there. But I respect it. Now going to be going potentially off the top, but does not land the second hit, and then is mashing buttons on the way down. Might have buffered some of that out, and that is not what you like to see. The video, unfortunately, falling down to that lower blast zone after I mean, that was even quicker than the previous game.
That was definitely that
Oof.
match was an Instagram video, an Instagram story.
That was
if
a
you will.
TikTok right
That
there.
was a TikTok, a YouTube reel, or whatever you want to call it. Wow, not the best showing right there from the video. Again, DDD can just be the fundies and the neutral checker. I get it. DD can also be very overwhelming. Bayonetta can outbutton DDD in terms of frame data, just in terms of being able to cross them up and whatever. But there's a couple things that Bayonetta likes to do that I feel like Castelia was just certainly well ready for. You're not gonna be able to afterburner kick around me for free. I'm gonna up smash you. If you miss a witch twist or an afterburner kick in the air, I'm gonna throw Nair out. If you do not snap the ledge right away, I'm gonna down tilt or dash attack. So I just feel like it was just a lot of things certainly piling up there on the video. However, friends, if you're just tuning in, you know that this is best of 5, and if you don't know, then now you know.
Yep.
And so we got more games to be played.
Not only is this best of 5, everything is best of 5. And there's the DK. Finally, it does come out. And I figure, okay, maybe after 3 games you're down by 1. Now you kind of throw it out. I would have liked to have seen it on game 3 though, right? Where you kind of already feel the momentum shifting. But hey, DK, you're going to be able to back air those Gordos. You're going to be able to back air a lot of stuff. You're going to be able to forward tilt and Nair. And I think now both these characters somewhat similar in playstyle when they're in close quarters. And then the cargo throw to up air off the platform. That is essential DK right there. And that's a first kill for the video.
Yes, a very quick kill, and I think a kill also just to kind of get the momentum back into their swing of things. I feel like, Bayonetta is a character that can just kind of steamroll you at times with buttons because that the momentum goes in your favor, but when you shut Bayonetta down, things can go a little cold for you. Donkey Kong, of course, though, no slot to the character at all. Of course, getting back to the ledge, very smooth stuff. The up air's coming out. That's going to be enough to do it. That's a dead penguin.
Not again. That's some global warming right there. There's no more ice for you to live on, sir.
Talk to him, Dak. The penguins should not be in the same cage as with the gorillas, okay? I mean, I don't know a lot about animals, right? They should not be in the same cage.
Yeah, I would work on that zoology a little bit there, but I agree. They should not be in the same, even part of the park, I think. Yeah. That will be a confirmation off of Castelia's move down air. But then the video, I mean, right back at it. Of course, looking for that exact same confirm that they've worked with the past 2 times. And that back air going to help them land against Castelia and deal with these Gordos continually.
100%, man. This one looking really good right now for the video. But let's see if they have enough to shut it down. I mean, yes, the video playing Donkey Kong, a character I can certainly live forever. Same could be said for DDD. And I also have Gordo as well, too, so he won't be able to charge punch for free. Oh! Tries to get this man to clap, though. Good stuff.
Wow, that would have been absolutely devastating to get hit by. That's how you kind of win the next game, by winning this one right there, when you get hit by that. And of course, if you have the giant punch, you got to deal with that. Castelia has to be careful. No, and it lands just as they get up from the ledge. A 2-stock for the video. And my guy, we are going to a game 5.
Is this the switch that we needed? Now, look, when we talk about switches, sometimes I felt like, they're always talked about like in a negative light, like, oh, they had to switch, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. There's a billion characters in this game. You have to switch sometimes. Like, was this the switch that we needed from Bayo to Donkey Kong? Like, is that it?
Yeah, honestly, I think this is really, considering how Bayo, looking for a lot of those cross-ups, playing that really strong cross-up game, and Castelia was all over that. So now with DK, you're walling out a little bit more. You're playing a little bit more of a range game. You, of course, have that extra survivability, and you have the cargo throw confirmed. So I think for that, they were just looking for, okay, let's look for a more effective way to confirm at mid-percents to go to a kill, because it wasn't, really working with Bayo. DK, able to make it happen, and then you have that giant punch to really seal the deal. Unless you're landing witch times, which the video really wasn't, you don't have that solid confirmance to anything with Bayo at high percents. The giant punch, you don't have to confirm it to that. You just got to let it rock. You just got to let it rip.
And you know what? It's one of those moves, one of the few moves in the game that I don't care how close or far away from you I am. When I see that you have it, I got to show you some respect in the neutral, because there's going to be a time where you're going to toss it out and it's just going to overpower whatever I'm doing. So here we are, clash of 2 giants right here. Kalos for the final game. We'll see which one is going to be able to pull away here with the victory.
And I also like the video going to DK because we saw in the earlier games that Castelia was landing a lot of grabs, and they were allowing the video to get into grab range. But now as DK, the video wants to grab as well. So they're going to play that same range and look for those same grabs. And Castelia hasn't really figured out a way to deal with that so far.
Yeah, oh no! Really struggling. Oh my god! And you know what? Won't be able to survive 2 of those, especially not on that part of the stage. Have got to play safe. Bayonetta, like you talked about, not really with the ability to KO DDD with some relative ease. However, Donkey Kong, all right, Donkey Kong stays in the gym. I'll put it that way, all right? He likes to work out.
Yeah, he doesn't need a New Year's resolution. He's already been in there. He was in there December 31st. I don't have to wait for the new year.
There he is. There it is, man. Talk to him. Okay, down B. As we know, that's a good combo starter. Can't quite find anything off it though, but very smart just to kind of keep the pressure going from up underneath. DDD blessed with a lot of jumps. However, up air, the imminent threat of that can throw you off. Oh my god.
That was crazy. Very smart by the video, knowing like, I'm not going to get up from the stage. I'd rather take the Gordo hit than trying to get up and deal with that charge smash there. So again, willing to take the Gordo, but at that point, that's, one of the flaws of DK is getting ledge trapped, right? Like, it's really hard at times, especially with a character that has projectiles at their disposal and big range on normals, to get up from the stage there. So they kind of need to find, if there's a DK will, there's a DK way. And so far, they haven't figured that out so far.
Oh my god. Okay, gets the B reversed on the down B, right into the up air. That is a sign of a very well-polished Donkey Kong player, secondary, third area, whatever, however you got your Donkey Kong categorized. Good lord, categorized. This DK is dead though. Dash attack in the corner is gonna close it out. Wow.
Yeah, that previous game, remember, the video got those 2 quick kills off of the cargo throw kill off the platforms. They don't have that same ability here as reliably. You can tell, the higher blast zone, not going to kill as early, and of course the platform's not as accessible being where they are. So Davidio doesn't have that same kind of choice to make here. Castelia, really smart job going to Kalos to nullify that effectiveness of Davidio's game plan in the previous game.
Oh yeah, and I gotta really talk about just the combo. The combo system that the video showing us now. Unfortunately enough, was lost that stock just a moment ago. The dash attack was able to close it out though, just with some of that Donkey Kong kung fu. I mean, there's just no other real way to really classify it. Donkey Kong up close and personal, when played properly, is a very tough character to deal with, especially if you are a bigger body and you cannot outframe that at him. He has things like back air and there that come out so quick. Of course, he has to punch that he was a little too early on the swing for.
Yeah, they're both getting antsy here. They know it's on the line. It's both last game. It's both last stock, and now getting a high percentage. The video has been whiffing here. Gets hit by the back air. Will stay alive, but won't be able to survive many more of those. This is now all the way down to the edge, and again, poking with that forward air. Finally gets through, and Castelia stealing away that series just at the very end. The video, a fantastic job keeping things close, but Castelia will move forward.
Castelia being able to dig deep like that, I mean, just in the face of adversity, because I'm going to be real, a Leicester player, after how that match before it went, would have been mentally checked out. DK just has that power to do that. However, Castelia letting them know, hey, look, I already did your Bayonetta up once. I can certainly do away with this DK as well, too. I just think maybe in this case, had to maybe disengage more from swinging and trying to go for trades. Obviously not in your best interest with another big body, and maybe leaning more towards into like Gordo and Inhale just to constantly keep DK on their toes.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And that's a character that once you start to get the momentum, might have a little bit of trouble getting it back from you. But Castelia really, I mean, they're showing why they're one of the top players in their region. The video certainly doing a fantastic job though, and considering their character pool too, right? I mean, we've seen other players kind of change over characters not having as much success, but you go from a very, very, very distinct shift from Bayo to DK and still pulling out to a game 5. That shows you have some more depth to your play and that you can adapt later in the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. Both sides right there, just showing a lot of talent. Of course, when you get matches like this in a format like this, I'm sure that there are potentially players who are, maybe looking to enroll in college, to play on the esports team or whichever, route you choose to take in esports. And I feel like matches like these last two that we've certainly gotten, just certainly help kind of sell these schools to some of these individuals. I mean, I'll be real. I wish stuff like this existed when I was when I would have been in school, I'll put it that way. But unfortunately though, me as a boomer millennial, where I'm not going to be able to have that type of fun that some of my younger friends will. And I hope that these matches are, entertaining for you.
Oh, honestly, I feel like everyone's enjoying these. I was enjoying watching before we jumped on the broadcast. And now this has been some absolutely awesome matches here with the NACE Star League Smash Collegiate Finals. The best of these players of this circuit are proving why they've made it this far. And I think that's why every single series, every single set, every single game we've had so far has been phenomenal.
Yeah, these matches have been like literally nothing short of great, just down to the competitive viability. Of course, the school pride that's always on the line. I know that we're all not in person with it, but we can certainly all feel it. And of course, we're going to feel it right here in these replays. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Big shout out to production for doing this. This ain't the easiest thing to do in the world, especially on the fly, but they make it look easy.
Yeah, this is where you want to see kind of the highlights of this game. Of course, look at that. I love that bait-in. You got to know when to take your turn right there, and you're trying to punish a forward air, you end up getting hit by the down tilt. Then we see the change over to the DK and Davidio. They've clearly been in training mode to get that done. They know the damage ranges that'll work, but then eventually, after getting pulverized to the face, this change over to Kalos was huge for Castelia to win this set.
Oh, 100%. Just a lot of room to work with here, a lot of time to disengage and breathe and just really get your tools set back up. Of course, Gordo just really played a big effect because it's not enough to swing it versus a character like DK. As you can see, there's stuff like that happens. You have to sometimes let DK swing first because DK has that presence of mind to be like, hey, I know my move missed, but I'm also knocking Gordo back at you. So as long as you don't touch me and I don't touch you, we can still keep figuring out how we're going to do this dance. But, was just, again, able to find those solid openings, was able to take away some of the lackluster recovery options from DK. Of course, using dash attack at the ledge, using Gordo to keep resetting DK off stage while he doesn't have a jump. Little things like that start to kind of snowball after a while. And, victories happen for players like Castelia.